Yes, good morning students. Welcome to the accountancy video classes again. In the previous videos, we discussed about what is a partnership and what is a partnership deed and what all the components of it, and then provisions of a partnership deed that we discussed in the previous classes. See, just a glance on it, partnership means what? Two or more people comes together to run a business. Two or more in the sense, earlier the maximum limit was 100, which was prescribed by the central government. Now central government is saying that the partnership firm should have the minimum of a 2 and a maximum of a 50. So two or more people comes together to start a business. That is what partnership, which we discussed. Now second important point is that partnership registration. We may have a lot of confusion that should a firm should register or not. Simple, the partnership firm registration is optional. If we want, we can register. If we don't want, we no need to register. If we register, we should follow the Indian Partnership Act 1932. If we don't want to register, then we have to follow the partnership deed, Partnership Act. If we register, partnership deed if we don't register. Okay, so now comes to the provisions. Provisions means we have a different items under the Partnership Act, how it appears, under the partnership deed, how it appears. Partnership Act means registered firm. Partnership deed means non-registered firm. Now, for example, profit and loss sharing ratio. This is a one component. Profit and loss sharing ratio. If you register, what? If you not register. If we register, the profit and the losses should be shared equally between all the partners. That is one point. If we don't register, then as per the percentage mentioned in the profit, that is a partnership deed, we have to follow. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ನಾವು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಶಿಪ್ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಅಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ, ಓಕೆನಾ. ನಾವು ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಕೋಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ದಿನ ಇರಬಹುದು. ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ನಾವು ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಅಂಡರ್ ದ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ 1932 ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ನಾವು ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿಸೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವೇನು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಡೀಡ್ನ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಡೀಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್. ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಫರ್ಮ್ನ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೂ ಮುಂಚೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ನ ಎಷ್ಟು ಶೇರಿಂಗಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ನ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ನ ಎಷ್ಟು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ನ ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ಸ್ನ ಎಷ್ಟು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲಿಯರಾಗಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿರಬೇಕು ನಾವು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಡೀಡ್. Are you able to understand? Now, in a partnership act, profit and losses should be shared equally. How many are the partners? All the partners should get a equal profit or the loss. That will be given by the Partnership Act 1932. If we register, that we have to follow. If we don't register, as per the partnership deed percentage, we have to follow. In a partnership deed, I may get a 25%, one person may get a 5%, other person may get a 10%. So how much percentage which we mentioned in a partnership deed, that has to be followed. Okay, that is one thing. And one more thing is what? Interest on a capital. Interest on a capital. Capital means what? Amount which you have given to a firm. Assume that you have given to a firm of rupees 1 crore. You may ask a interest of a 10% per annum. 1 crore 10% means 10 lakh rupees. So you are demanding 10 lakh rupees you will get on the capital. But if you register, you will not get any interest. If you are following a partnership deed, it means that if you are not registered, then while establishing a partnership firm, how much percentage all agreed to give you, that much you will get. For example, at the start of establishment, I will say that a firm says that you will get a interest of a 5% per annum. So if you contribute a 1 crore, you will get a 5 lakh rupees. If you contribute a 2 crore, you will get a 10 lakh rupees, because since you are not registered, you are following a partnership deed. In a partnership deed, how much percentage it is mentioned, that much you have to get. Okay, that is what interest on a capital. And one more very important thing is what? Interest on a drawings. Interest on a capital, firm is giving it to you. Interest on a drawings, you have to give it to the firm. Drawings means what? Amount which you have taken from the firm for a personal use. Okay, you have taken for personal use, so you have to pay the interest to a firm. So if you registered under the Partnership Act 1932, you no need to pay any interest. If you are not registered, it means you have to follow the partnership deed. If you are following the partnership deed, how much percentage which you mentioned, that much you have to pay to the firm. That is the third case. Fourth is what? Advances. Interest on advances. Interest on advance. Advance means what? Amount which you have given to a firm other than a capital. It means when a firm needed extra money, you were giving. Okay, you contributed a 1 crore, but still firm needed some amount. So that amount what you will give other than your capital, that we will call it as a interest on, that is a advance amount. If you are registered under the Partnership Act, maximum you will get a 6% interest on it, maximum. If you are not registered, how much percentage in the partnership deed that mentioned, that much you will get. This is a provisions. Now when come to the next concept, we have an important thing, that is what? Fixed capital, and one more, we have a fluctuating capital. Fixed capital, and we do have is what? Fluctuating capital. See, in this fixed capital method, very important thing is that capital will be fixed for all the years. Capital will be fixed for all the years. If you are contributing a 10 lakh rupees as a capital, that 10 lakh rupees capital will be remain same for all the years. That is what? Fixed capital. And one more important thing is that any additional capital, add to it, any drawings, deduct from it. That is the thing. For example, you contributed a 10 lakh rupees for the financial year 2021-22. For 22-23 it will be same. For 23-24 also it will be same. It will change only if you give any additional capital or if you withdraw money from the firm. Only in these two cases the fixed capital will change. How much you contributed as a capital? 10 lakh rupees. That 10 lakh rupees is a fixed for all the years. Only it will change when you are giving extra money as additional capital, then it will change, or when you withdrawing the money from the firm, then only it will change. It will change only in two cases, that is when we have additional capital and when we have the drawings. And that is what? Fixed capital method. For example, 2021-22 you contributed 10 lakh rupees. 2022-23 also it is the same. Now in 2023 and 24 you are giving 5 lakh rupees as additional capital. From 2023-24 what will be your capital? 15 lakh. Earlier it was at 10 lakh. Now after 3 years you are giving additional capital. How much your capital? 5 lakh rupees you are giving. So from 2023-24 your capital will become what? 15 lakh. Now 2024-25 is also 15 lakh. 2025-26 assume that you are withdrawing 5 lakh rupees or say 4 lakh. So out of 15 lakh you are taking 4 lakh amount out, we are withdrawing. So from 2025-26 how much will be your capital? That is a 11 lakh. So in the fixed capital method the capital will be remain as same until and unless you have additional capital or you are withdrawing the capital. When comes to only these two cases, fixed capital will change. Now fluctuating capital. Fluctuating capital means here every year the capital will fluctuates. In the sense every year the capital will keeps on changing. That is what fluctuating capital. And one more very important thing is that in a fixed capital method we are preparing two types of the account. That is partners capital account and partners current account. In a fixed capital method we are preparing two types, that is partners capital account and partners current account. Now in a partners capital account we are entering the capital transaction. In a partners current account, that is you are entering any interest on drawings, interest on a capital, interest on advances, all these items are entering in a partners current account. In a partners capital account we are preparing only the capital account in a fixed method. Now in a fluctuating method, for all these transactions we are preparing only one account, that is what? Partners capital account. In a fixed capital method we have we need to enter the two accounts, that is a partners capital account and partners current account. In a partners capital account we are entering the capital transactions. In a partners current account we are entering the items like interest on drawings, interest on a capital account and interest on advances. All these items are entering in a partners current account. But in a fluctuating capital we are entering only one method or only one account, that is what? Partners capital account. Now we have one problem to understand on this partners current and capital account on the basis of the fixed capital and fluctuating capital method, that will be discussed in the next class. Thank you students.